Hi there, dear acrobatics. This is Johanna. Today I'm inviting you to join me for some very soft and easy relaxing stretches. It's kind of a pink and fluffy smoothie session. It's not gonna be any kind of hard work on flexibility, strength, technique, or anything. It's simply relaxing stretching today. Have fun with this. We're gonna begin rolling our back out on our mat. You can add a lambskin to your mat if you like to get a more cozy atmosphere and feel really comfy. Then we're circling our legs to make the lower back feel really massaged and good. Other side as well, of course. And we're gonna roll up and slowly and softly open up and close to just get a minimalistic warm up for this session. And you can do this to the side as well. We're only gonna do a very few repetitions today. And other side. Okay, this is good. Now, if this feels too intense, you might also want to grab your knee pads and simply bend your upper body into a hollow shape as you're doing the same thing as we did before, just in a less intense and easier way. Okay, next we're starting off with the stretching. Just grab your favorite leg, pull your knee close to your chest, and then slowly start twisting it to the opposite side, helping with your hand, whilst looking to the other arm that's still stretched out. Take a deep breath, feel your breathing down your spine, and slowly come back and turn your knee outwards this time. You can again help with your arm, and the other hand is making sure that the hip of the leg that's straightened out on the floor stays where it is, so that the floor leg doesn't lift up. And close your leg. We're gonna take our other knee, wrap our hands around it, softly push it towards our chest, and then we're twisting again. And don't worry if one leg doesn't twist as well as the other one. That's perfectly normal. You can see here that I'm not even reaching the floor with my knee. But we're not onto flexibility today. This is just soft stretching, so that's fine. And outwards. Make sure that your hip from the straightened leg stays where it is. And the outer leg is being softly pushed to the floor. Then close. Okay. Then we're gonna lift both legs into a straddle pike, close it into a pike, and lower the leg back down to the floor. Take it easy here again. Just do some smooth and soft circling, like everything's fine. You can play around with your foot positions. You can flex it or point it or switch in between. Okay, we're gonna do one more here. Now we're gonna put our feet towards the ceiling, close our legs, and then flex your feet, toe, point, toes, flex, toes, point, toes, flex, toes, point, toes, flex, toes, point, turn out, toes, flex, toes, point, and toes, and flex, and toes in. Point, toes, flex, toes. Point, toes, flex, toes. Point into fifth, flex, toes. Point, toes, flex, toes. Point, toes, flex, toes. Other fifth, flex, toes. Point, toes, flex, toes. Point, toes, flex, toes. Point, toes, flex, toes. Point, and we're good. This is really good for your calves and legs and feet. If you're ever sitting too much and having a heavy feeling in your calves, this should be your exercise to do to feel better. Let's get up on our feet. We're gonna choose a tuck position and roll out our entire feet. You can flex your feet and flex your toes to make sure that every bit of your foot has really good contact to the floor or to the mat in this case. You can use your hands to stabilize your position and make the rocking part easier. Also, roll your feet to both sides and then stretch out your legs. Plie down and then stretch it out, trying to stay as close as you can with your tummy on your legs. Turning to the side one more time so you can see it from another angle. Just do this exercise in a way that feels good for you. Remember, this is for soft stretching, so it's supposed to feel really good and soothing the entire time. If you like a deeper and more intense stretch, you can also bend one knee and straighten one leg, and then really breathe into it. Switch to the other. Really breathe into it. If this does feel good to you, you can totally do it. If it doesn't feel right, you can leave this part out if it's just too intense. Now we're placing our legs shoulder width apart, doing the same exercise again we did before with closed legs. We're just going to plie down and then straighten both legs. Try and keep your upper body as close to your legs as you can to get a nice and good stretch. And you can go a bit deeper into the stretch with every rep. If you like, you can also crawl with your arms between your legs. I'm going to show it from the side again. You should best place both feet on your mat for this exercise or not wear very slippery socks. So you can see I'm struggling a lot here to keep my feet together and not just slip away. Moving on to some plies in second position to open up our hips some more and give our hips and legs a nice stretch. You can use your hands to hold yourself up since this is not strength work. This is relaxation exercises, so you can put all the weight on your hands. And then we're going to do some twists. Hold it. And if you like, you can also use your elbows to go deeper into the plie. Once you're good here, you can straighten out your legs, place your hands on the floor. Again, feel free to put all your weight on your hands. That's perfectly fine. And then you can rock back and forth whilst straightening your legs and flexing your feet to get a nice stretch in the straddle or pancake position. If you want to add a challenge for some active stretch pose, Feel free to try and hold up your arms straightened whilst keeping a very straight back. And then we're going to visit our favorite leg, visit our other favorite leg, and then we're going to have a seat on the floor. You can put your lambskin back on your mat to have it nice and comfy. Find a comfortable straddle pose to sit in for this exercise. Straighten out your arms and legs, flex your feet, and then twist your body around your spine. So this is again some very soft, active stretching. You're activating your leg and core muscles and really stretching out your body into the twist. Very well. You can also point your toes. That makes it easier to go deeper into the stretch. Pointing your feet simply means you're just melting in it. Okay, we're flexing again and doing some half circles with our hips, a bit like dancing. This should feel really good in your hips and legs. Go easy on this one if you haven't done it before. And always remember, this is supposed to feel nice and relaxing. Next, you can take a bow to your favorite leg. Just lay down on it. Take a few deep breaths. Flex your foot and really work into the stretch, and then point it to melt into it. We're coming to the middle. And slowly to the other side. Other favorite leg. Take a bow. Flex those feet to really work into the stretch. With every breath, you might want to get deeper. And finally, point your feet to melt into the straddle pose. And back to the center. And flex. And when you're ready, slowly scramble back up. Now we're going to arch our body to the side. So you're going to feel a stretch in the side of your body, as well as in your legs possibly. Go down as far as you need to feel a stretch in the sides of your upper body. And then slowly come back up. And do it all over again to the other side. Again, take a deep breath into the sides of your body. Really feel your sides stretching out. Keep breathing nicely and deeply. And once you're ready, slowly come back up. Very well done. If you want to close your legs now, please be very careful and help your legs with your hands so they're not being irritated or even in shock. Now we're going to turn to the side, intending to stretch our chest and arms now. Sit really upright, straighten out your legs. You can flex your feet if you like. And then really imagine you're trying to reach the stars with your sternum. For the next stretch, place your hands behind your body. Try to open them not much more than shoulder width. Still keep your sternum towards the stars. Really push that chest out. Take very deep breath, and you can also rock from side to side to give each shoulder in turn a deeper stretch. And feel free to go down as far as you need to. You can see I'm really inflexible in my chest and arms, but it's absolutely possible to lie flat out on the floor. So don't worry, if you want to go deeper, feel free to do so. Okay, we're turning around. Putting one arm up, bending it in the elbow. And then we're gonna rock back and forth with our arm that we're stretching. And then turn your forearm outwards so that it's in line with your upper arm. Other side, simply bend your arm. Grab a hold with the opposite hand and work that tricep actively so that it's stretching but also pushing and pulling. And then turn out your forearm so that it's in a straight line. And repeat the exercise, and good. And then you might just want to open up your chest with some pulses. Getting up on our knees now in order to stretch out our neck. Flex your hand, bend your head towards the other side. You can grab your head with your hand and simply stretch out your neck. Keep breathing. And then slowly roll your head with your nose to your shoulder. Some more breathing and back to the center. Flex your other hand. Bend your head to the other side. You can grab it again with your hand. Keep breathing into your neck. And then roll your nose towards your shoulder. And slowly back to the center. We want to add some back bends. So we're going to choose the camel pose today. Open up your chest, push your hips forward, and you arch your back. And trying to reach your feet with your head. You can also do this exercise with your feet and toes flexed. It works the same way. Arch back and try to reach your feet with your head. If you like, you can also try to grab a hold of your ankles with your hands. Keep pushing those hips forward as if you're doing the bow pose on the floor. And if you want to go in even deeper, you can arch further back until you reach the floor with your hands. And then again, push yourself up, arch your back all nicely, push your hips forward, and then slowly roll back up. Okay, this felt already great. Now we want to give our upper shoulders and back and arms a nice stretch as well. And to do that, we're simply gonna softly stretch our shoulder by rocking back and forth. And then straightening out our arms, bending the elbows. And now you're just trying to push your armpits on the floor.
You can do this with bent arms or straight arms. Straight arms is making the exercise way easier. Okay, and then come up. We're going into a down dog pose now. It might be difficult if you're wearing socks, so you might want to take off your socks and do it with your bare feet, so that it's going to be easier. And also it might be easier if you place your hands on the floor, but we're going to go with what we got now. And then just push out of your shoulder. So out of your shoulder and let it sink in and push yourself out. And feel the nice stretch in your shoulder. If you want to go in deeper, you can also try to reach the floor with your nose, doing some kind of downward dips, but in a very stretchy way. So simply enjoy the stretching part here. And lastly, we're going to point our feet and use our body weight to get more into the point position. You can rock back and forth and then bend one knee to give your feet a nice and deep stretch into the point. That's really important because everything looks better in point. We're using flex only for training, and you always need the pointed feet to make things look nice. Okay, slowly roll up and we're done.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did as well. And if you enjoyed the video, you're very welcome to leave an acrobatic thumbs up, share it with your friends, comment and subscribe to my channel for some more acro videos and more. See you soon.